Hey!
Are you gonna make a video?
You gonna make a video? Okay guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm really excited because I got this idea from watching a really old YouTube video where they were making starter kits for like certain brands and stuff, and I thought it would be a really cool idea to do like a clean beauty starter kit of all the things that I like and sort of giving you guys options for budget items and more expensive items and just sort of getting you guys off on the right foot. I know that a lot of people like want to get into this, but they also want their makeup to be effective and actually work, and they want products that are going to keep them healthy and beautiful and all that stuff. So this is me sharing what I know works, what I love, and if you're ready to get started on the clean game, even if it's just a handful of products, good for you. I'm so excited. It's so good for your spirit, for your body. Woo! So this is just gonna be a basic starter kit. I'm gonna talk about these items that everyone can use. If you want more detail, definitely check out my other videos because I do full faces. But that being said, let's jump right in. So the first thing I wanna talk about is soap. Everybody needs soap, it's basic. So I really like this Equate brand Milky Cleanser. It is cheaper than CeraVe's Milky Cleanser, and it also does not have parabens. The other brands, like the store brands, have parabens in them, so I don't recommend the other ones. I just recommend the Equate one. Another soap that I really like is the Honest Beauty Salicylic Acid one. It is so refreshing and gentle, and it smells kind of like if Fruit Loops were natural. Like if Fruit Loops grew in nature, that's what it would smell like. That's what this smells like. Another thing that I always use is bar soap. So I use this kind for hand soap because it has glycerin in it, so it's sort of moisturizing. This one comes with plastic packaging, which is pretty unusual for bar soap. It was like $2 something, but I wanted to try this one out and give it a go. But usually I get bar soap from like Whole Foods or Earth Fare that has no packaging, and it has less harsh of chemicals in it usually, which is better for my skin, better for the environment, and it's also just so much cheaper than buying bottled soap. Like you can just stack up 3 bars of soap and take them to the register. You don't even have to use those little brown paper bags. Like, as far as makeup remover goes, I use the Simple brand. It's pretty good, it doesn't irritate me, and it's pretty clean and affordable. I don't want to spend $1 million on a micellar water, and I put it in this old container to reuse this plastic, and I like this pump, so there's some reusability there. I either use a washcloth or something like this. It is like so innovative. And sometimes I'll go over it gently with my eyes too, because the Milky Cleanser really is effective for removing makeup, and I'll use that first and then my other wash. And sometimes I'll go over it with a micellar water at the end. So I sort of do that double cleanse method. Sometimes I use oil to give myself a facial massage and just get that wonderful sort of scent going. It's very soothing. Sometimes I feel like even though my skin is acne prone, I need that oil. I need that balancing, come back to nature. Even after I completely drench my skin in oil, which I know can be terrifying for people who know the acne struggle, but seriously, it has never made me break out, and you just do a good wash after and you'll be fine. Seriously, use a good washcloth with a good soap, you'll be fine. Rose water. I use the Thayers brand. Love it, have loved it for forever. I transfer it into this old glass bottle from a different product that I had to reuse it. I just prefer glass to plastic, and I also just felt like it was such cute packaging. I just wanted to keep it on my counter, you know? I do use this other brand called Andalou Naturals. Their rose water is also really great, and I keep it in my bag after my volleyball class, or if I go to yoga or something and I just want to refresh. It's useful to have a rose water in your bag. Like, I actually really love doing that. It's very nice. As far as moisture goes, if you want to spend money and you want something more luxurious, I recommend Tula's 24/7 Moisture. I like this. I think it's great. I love Tula. I have a range of their products to try to help my acne because they have probiotic infused products, and I wanted to give it a try. But to be honest, my Andalou Naturals moisturizer is virtually the same, and it smells like roses. So I don't know that it's worth spending the $52 on this versus Andalou is like $13. This is actually one of their masks, but their moisturizer looks almost identical. It's a little bit more of like a pinky rosy color. But the rose one, I love. This mask, I love. Andalou Naturals is more affordable. You can get it at Whole Foods. This was $15, and their moisturizer I think is like $13.95 or something like that. So if you're on a budget, Andalou Naturals is definitely what I recommend. Another moisturizer brand really quick I want to mention is called Acure. This is the brand I'm talking about. I found them in Target once and they seemed very aesthetic to me, but then I realized that they are paraben-free, sulfate-free, mineral oil-free, petroleum-free, silicone-free, cruelty-free. And I fell in love with their moisturizer. This mask is also amazing. I'm gonna make a different video on masks, I think. But this brand is also a really affordable, great moisturizer. So yeah, this is really a good brand as well if you're on a budget. You don't need to spend $1 million. If you already have a moisturizer and you want to not waste it and use it and get through it, but you don't feel like it's really serving you well, I recommend getting hyaluronic acid. I've mentioned this in another video before. You spray with rose water to get the water on your skin. Add this, which will help your skin absorb that moisture, and then you lock it in with your moisturizer. Basically, this is like sort of a way to rev up whatever you're currently using until you move on to another product. You can also use this underneath your lip mask in order to help chapped lips or just plump them up a little bit and make them much smoother and more hydrated. For lip masks, I really like the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Mask. This bad boy is $12, which seems hefty, which kind of is hefty. However, it is so thick with 3 C's and so goopy. This giant tube is probably gonna last me over a year. I think $12 for over a year is pretty dang good. But of course, there's always the traditional classic Burt's Bees. This is the coconut and pear flavor. So good. This one and the cucumber are my favorite. Love them. Burt's Bees, save the bees. Sunscreen. I think if you're gonna spend money on something, it should be sunscreen, because sunscreen can and will break you out, and you want it to be broad spectrum. You want it to be effective. I feel like $25 for this Paula's Choice is not bad at all. It's a clean brand. I love this brand so much. And it's broad spectrum. It has antioxidants in it. It's very light of a formula. It almost comes out like liquid. That's how light it is. And I am obsessed. And I'm gonna continue to buy this product because I really like it. And I think $25 is not bad. But if you really, really are tight on a budget, another one that I would recommend would be the CeraVe Pump one. I think it's better than other things you can find at the drugstore. So if you're gonna do that, I would go that direction, but it's still not perfectly clean, just so that you are aware. Toothbrush. Bamboo toothbrush. You don't need an electric toothbrush. I think it was literally $2, and they actually accidentally sent me 4. It was some random website, I don't even remember the name, but you can find these in a lot of places, and you don't need to spend $1 million on a toothbrush. And it doesn't need to be super hard plastic that won't biodegrade for millennia. I find that it is just as effective. I've had no problems with this, and it's colorful and cool and makes me feel more connected with nature. Plastic is terrible. It's terrible. You don't need plastic. Feminine hygiene. So as I've mentioned before, I can't use a Diva cup, so I do my best by using organic cotton tampons. I get these at Target. They don't have dyes, bleaching, anything like that. So these are the best option. They're actually the same price as the other tampon brands, and it's a big size. And you can use this container for other things. I use this container to hold like bobby pins and some hair curlers and things like that. Good for reusing. So love these. Deodorant. Okay, so when I am traveling and I need something to be efficient, if I'm backpacking, I like this deodorant. I found it at Target. Pretty affordable, smells really good, pretty effective. A better deodorant that I use on a daily basis at home is actually my Myro. So they send you one packaging like this, and they send you refills, so you don't have a new plastic encasing every single time, which is why I love it. The scents that they have smell phenomenal, seriously, and it's just really cute and feminine on my dresser. The only thing that I will say about this brand is that it's very slippy and it's almost kind of oily, but it works. So like when you first start to use it, you may be like, oh no, this isn't working. But when they say on their website, like you have to give your body time to adjust to it, that is completely true. That is exactly the experience that I had. And I love it. It's clean, there's no aluminum, you know, all the usual stuff, and they're worried about their packaging, which is why I so support this brand. The reason that I mentioned that they're kind of slippery is that it sort of comes down the packaging and out the bottom a little bit somehow. They do have sort of a leak issue that they need to work on. This is the paper that I keep it on my dresser. So as you can see, it definitely comes out. I just sort of keep it like that. So it does sort of have a little bit of a residue, but it doesn't leave any white marks on your clothes or anything like that. So it doesn't really travel well, which is why I use this one. But if you're just at home, I definitely recommend it. So finally, on my list of clean beauty items, I'm just gonna mention some staple items that I have really been loving, that everyone can sort of use. So I love Bare Minerals. It's not the most clean of brands, and I know that some of you are thinking, well, I'm on a budget, so that's a no for me. However, those of you who are savvy may have noticed that TJ Maxx has been selling some of these name brand makeups in their shelves. So I actually got this at TJ Maxx. It's Vanilla 02. It's a pretty good shade, and it has broad spectrum SPF in it as well, although I still wear SPF underneath. If you're on a budget, you can still find this at TJ Maxx. Another affordable coverage is gonna be Honest Beauty. This was, I believe this was $20. This brand has become one of my new favorites, okay? It's like a drugstore clean beauty brand. It's affordable, it's chic, it's nice. It's got a really nice mirror, and it has a sponge that came with it. The shade is that color. It looks bumpy because of the way that I rubbed my sponge in it. But I love this product. A little goes a very long way. And I think for $20 to be clean, that's a pretty good deal, honestly. So definitely recommend this. To go along with that, most people like to have a good powder, so the translucent powder is great. It's true to translucent. It, at least for my skin, it's really hard for me to say because I don't have darker skin, but it does have one of those little trampoline things to tap your brush into, and it's just really good. I love it. It's very soft. Not heavy. This eyeshadow that I'm wearing right now is from Honest. Another staple that most people need is mascara. So again, Honest Beauty, for a budget, so good. This is an incredible mascara. I'm very picky about mascara. Mascara is my favorite beauty item. I don't really have any other high-end clean beauty mascaras to recommend just because I don't really want to spend $30, $40, $50 on mascara, so this is the one for me. However, I would like to try some of the other ones one day, or perhaps when I graduate and I have more money. But I think that since this one is so effective, there's really no need to spend more, you know? Like, I'm good here. I'm good right here. I'm cozy. For lips and cheeks, if you're really on a budget but you want to be clean, there are a lot of different options. I think that if you want something that's really good, but you're trying to avoid spending money, I would recommend getting a good clean lipstick like this Kosas one and using it as your blush and your lipstick and even your eyeshadow. But if you have a little bit more money to spend, Tarte is actually now a clean brand at Sephora, so they have a really great selection of blushes. Lipsticks and blushes are things that you can find clean pretty easily at health food stores, so there's a wide range of options, but I love Kosas. Just so stinking gorgeous. Last but not least, I've mentioned this before as well, is using aloe vera in an old concealer tube with a spoolie glued to the end of it. So cheap. My bottle, so the brand Jason, this one, is the brand of aloe vera that I use, and I just pumped it in here. It dries sticky and crunchy like it should, but it's all natural. It's literally just pure aloe vera gel. That's it. And as you can see, my brows are looking pretty good. At least I hope you think so. One bonus item that I wanted to give you guys, it's not really anything in particular for beauty, but it sort of relaxes me and makes me feel a little bit more calm at night, and it just smells really good. You can use it as a perfume, is this Rose Otto oil. You can use this as an essential oil for a diffuser, but I find that it's a little too subtle for that. So typically I will just put it on the backs of my hands, or sometimes on my bicep where I'm gonna sleep, or by my wrists because I sort of sleep like this, and it's just so calming and soothing. And if you have problems sleeping like I have been lately, something like this is just very relaxing, smells nice, doubles as a perfume if you want. Natural. It's sort of one of those details that is a secret for you that like only you know about. Like everyone may not notice, but it's just like something for you, you know? It's something that you know you put on, that you can enjoy and smell throughout the day, and just sort of enjoy, and self-caringly placed on your skin. Alright guys, that wraps up today's video. I hope this was a helpful starter kit, some of the basics for you guys. Follow me on Instagram if you want, at Haley the Tree Hugger. I have a lot of great video ideas coming up. Very exciting things coming, so stay tuned. Love you guys, thank you for watching. Subscribe if you feel like it, and I'll see you guys next time.